All right. So this question says, I am feeling discouraged. I have tried several plans. I know weight loss is not impossible. However, that's how I'm feeling. I started Weight Watchers a year ago with a friend, and I am back to where I started and honestly only followed the plan faithfully for 4 to 5 months. My friend found great success. I know all the right things to do, yet find myself continuously making choices that don't align with my goals and letting life overwhelm me to the point of putting my food choices last. I know food is the key and have taken a couple of your courses about habits and meal prep. How can I find sustainable success when I'm feeling too overwhelmed to do more than log food? I lift weights 3 times a week. I like cooking and baking, and I struggle with eating to satisfy cravings and grabbing things because they are convenient. I'm not a vegetable eater. I have made a lot of changes, but not things that have led to weight loss. I have 50 to 60 pounds to lose and feel so discouraged. All right. So, in all honesty, what I am hearing here is first off, it's the comparison, right? My friend is doing well. I am not. What's wrong with me? So, what I want to encourage you, if you didn't get a chance to listen to Monday's episode, it was episode 379, and it was with Jan. And I think she and I really dug deep into this idea of needing to make this journey your own. And what I mean by that is, your friend might have found much success with Weight Watchers and you didn't. It doesn't mean you can't be a success. It just means you might not be able to follow in the same road that she is traveling, and letting yourself go from that and saying, you know what? Who knows what she was doing going in? Maybe she loves vegetables. Maybe she loves lean protein. Maybe for whatever reason, it works really well for her, her body, her lifestyle. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you, number one. Number two, you have already got all the foundational requirements to do this right here. You said, I'm not willing to do anything other than log my food. Okay. And you said you're already lifting weights 3 times. You've already got it, baby. You don't need to go any further. You just need to take this, drop the comparison, drop all the shoulds. I should be eating vegetables. I should be doing this. I should be doing that, taking in a bunch of information that's overwhelming and confusing you. I have no doubt you're probably seeking out what other people are trying to do or doing that are giving them success and feeling maybe I should be doing that. You're making it complicated, you're creating overwhelm, and you've already got the tools necessary. So here's what we're going to say. Number one, I have done interviews, and you can go back and Lauren, if you know these, by all means, throw up the number. I don't off the top of my head. I have interviewed now at least 1 or 2 people that have openly admitted on the show, I do not eat vegetables at all. They have completely lost the weight not eating vegetables. And they ultimately, guess what they did? They tracked their calories. So if you're looking around on Instagram and Facebook and you're like, oh, this person's doing keto, this person's doing paleo, this person's doing Weight Watchers, maybe I should be doing those. If you're going down that road, you're going to constantly be hitting your head on the wall. The one habit, just like I was talking about at the beginning, we're going to be doing that 30 days of no scale habit focus. If you said to me at the beginning of that 30 days, Heather, at the end of this 30 days, I want to be able to step on the scale and see I lost weight, then I would say, do you know what amount of calories you need to eat per day in order to make that happen? And if you rattled off, you said, yeah, it's 1,600 calories, then I'd say your only real habit you've got to focus on for that 30 days is eating 1,600 calories. And then if you know that that is your weight loss calorie range, you will lose weight. Could you eat Snickers and Twinkies and all these crazy things? Sure, you could. You wouldn't be getting much food. You probably still have cravings and because that's what your body. Yes, you could. And you don't need to be confused or overwhelmed. I've also had people come on the show that couldn't exercise. I had one girl in particular who literally was unable to, if I'm not mistaken, was laid up the entire time she lost weight. She did strictly with calories and dieting. She was unable to physically move. So, can you do this without physically moving? Yes, you can. So, really, there's nothing you can't do. And you've already got the 2 biggest nuggets. Like, if I were to say, what, in my opinion, are the 2 best things you could be doing for weight loss, fat loss, and body change, it would be strength training 2 to 3 times a week. And it would be somebody who could track their calories and make sure that they're within a certain calorie range. You're doing those two things. What's happening though is you are getting distracted by other people. What I'm going to encourage you to do is go ahead and focus on you. And all you say to yourself every day, what calories do I need to eat to produce the outcome I want? Very straightforward. If you made your mission to do that for 30 days without fail, you will lose weight. But do not look to see what others are doing and try to mimic it. Again, go back to this episode from Monday, 379 with Jan. She said, I spent a lot of my time, and I'm paraphrasing her here, but I loved what she said. She said, I spent a lot of my time watching what other successful people were doing and tried to mimic them. It wasn't until, and she's like, I'd see this food that they were cooking in. I'm like, I'm never going to eat that, but okay, I'll do it because they're doing it. She was constantly trying to be like them by copying them to get the results. It wasn't until she detached from that, she was willing to be who she was, in this case, somebody who doesn't like vegetables, right? And honor that where you are right now and just follow some simple key protocols that we know work. So this is what I would encourage you to do. Take a detox from social media and looking to see what everyone else is doing. I would encourage you to try for 1 month to put your nose down, do your 3 workouts with strength training, count your calories every day, make sure you know the calorie target you need to hit in order to lose weight, and eat the food you like that works within that calorie target. So if you're not a big vegetable eater, right? Maybe you have to have smaller portions of the foods you like in order to make it work. But you can definitely do that. That's what I would encourage you to do. And that feeling of overwhelm, that feeling of comparison is really the things that are holding you back because you've already got the secret sauce happening. If I were to tell anybody, what do you do to lose weight? I mean, I hear so many different things online, Heather. I see so many different things. I'm telling you, counting your calories. I mean, like, if you want the most straightforward, boring, but yet effective way to do this, count your calories. Don't even worry about macros. Count your calories, get those suckers nailed and dialed in. You'll lose weight. Now, if you're concerned about muscle retention and body composition, all that other stuff, that's a whole other set of issues. But if you just want to lose body weight and you want to become thinner than you are now, that's the key. Okay. How you choose to do it, what you choose to put on your plate for 16 or 18 or whatever 100 calories that you're shooting for, that's your call. You get to put the food you like, but do not feel like you have to follow in somebody else's footsteps.